Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about the app technology and the Wi-Fi on board NCL Encore. Come check it out. Hey everyone, John here from Bite Size Cruises. Welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be talking about the technology on board NCL Encore. We're going to start talk about the app a little bit, and then we're going to talk about the Wi-Fi. So coming at it from a perspective of someone who works a little bit while we're on a cruise ship, I know that's not for everybody. I know all the comments are always just don't get the Wi-Fi. Just you're on vacation, you don't need it. So I get it. I get that not everybody, this isn't for everybody, but as somebody who works a little bit on a cruise and someone who needs to have internet access so I could check in on my parents who are elderly and stay connected for meetings and different things like that. We own a travel agency. We get a lot of calls and texts from clients, if they're having problems or anything, so we have to be connected. So internet's usually critically important to me. And as everyone knows, the past 10 years or so, if you've ever been on a cruise, the internet has not been great. Usually at a minimum, sometimes you can get texts. You can sometimes make a call or use WhatsApp. And it's gotten much better. So that's great. Most of the cruise lines have now implemented or started implementing Starlink, which is great. And NCL is no different. Encore does have Starlink. I said it in one of my other reviews, but Royal Caribbean has really nailed Starlink. They've gotten it down to a science. First couple of trips on Royal Caribbean after Starlink, it was good, but there was some glitches, and I'm seeing that now on NCL as well. So let's get into it. The NCL app itself is, I think, very functional. The apps are getting better. I do like using the NCL app. I used to be a very traditional cruiser. I used to love getting the paper daily program for each cruise line. Going through it, I used to bring a highlighter and highlight things. I used to carry it around with me all day. I still carry it around with me, but I find that I look at it less and less as the apps are getting better and better. So the app is very good. You can make restaurant reservations on it. You can see everything that's going on. I like that you can heart things and it'll tell you what you've liked. On Royal Caribbean, some of the other cruise lines, it will actually notify you that something's starting in 30 minutes, which I love. So the apps are getting better. The app worked great when the internet was working, obviously, right? So let's talk about the internet. The Wi-Fi was good. Wasn't great. It was good. I could do everything I needed to do. I could work on my computer. The internet wasn't blazing fast, but it was fine for what I needed to do. If I needed to upload something, like a short video, took a long time, but it worked, which is good. All of those things are great. But I had a lot of disruption. So just walking around the ship, right? It's pretty normal that sometimes you'll disconnect as it's trying to connect to a different router or whatever. Sometimes you have a little blip. This was much more noticeable. You would have dead spots, so there would be like a part of the pool deck that you just couldn't get Wi-Fi for most of the trip. If you sat in a certain area, that router might have been down for whatever reason, but it just didn't work. So what happened the first time I got disconnected, I was using the app. I went into the app and it logged me out of the app because I wasn't on the internet. So then once I got reconnected, I had to log back in. I forgot my password. I had to reset my password. All those things are my fault, but it took a little while to get back on. And then I had to log back in, pulled my cruise back up, log back into the cruise, and then I was good to go. So just little disruptions like that. Every time you went into the theater, about 30 minutes before the show, when I sat down, my internet was fine. Within about 5 minutes, the internet was down. I couldn't even connect to the Wi-Fi, to the router, and then in like 10 or 15 minutes, it would pop back up. But otherwise, when you were using it, it worked fine. I could make calls, I could text, I could do FaceTime. And those are the things I think you really need to be able to do. Sometimes your text messages don't work. I had to like reboot my phone a lot. And then I'm on AT&T, so when I go to the islands, I'm pretty much covered. I'm covered in Mexico, covered in a lot of South America, covered in the Bahamas for $10 a day. So that's getting better and better too. So there you have it. That's my quick technology review. Things are getting better. They're not great, but moving in the right direction. And if you're one of those people that thinks you need to just shut off and not have the internet, that's fine. That's what's for you. But I need to have it. I need checking on my parents, and I do work. So that's what enables me to be able to go on these cruises. So yeah, there you have it. If anybody has questions about the Wi-Fi or the app or the technology, please let me know in the comments below. Going on the NCL breakaway in just a few weeks, we're going to do an in-depth app review on that. We're going to do screen grabs, and we're going to show you screen recordings of the app and how things work. So that'll be coming up in just a few weeks. Thank you so much for watching. We would love for you to subscribe to our channel. We would really appreciate it. Thanks so much and have a wonderful day. Bye.